what is your top Halloween costumes throughout all the years that you've had? Like, let me hear them.
Me, the nurse, and then Professor X used to dress up in scrubs. So for me, I don't know. I always thought it was hot because I was a nurse, like in real life. Halloween. We are obviously dressed up. The fans requested Catwoman and Batman. However, Batman, it didn't work out. He went to several stores and they did not have his size. So that is okay. So now we bring you the brawny man. He's ready to clean up.
I got to clean up your mess. That's why you're in the latex. So someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You went all out, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out there. Like, they requested Catwoman, but they didn't request Dominatrix Catwoman from the old 1990s movie. Like, you're all in right there.
I am. I love it. I mean, it's a little warm. However, I even did the boots, which I think are great. They're a little worn out, and I don't want to go too far because I did the little belt, right? I don't know. Am I supposed to have a belt like to put stuff in? But I love it. It's really great. It's a perfect
I have a question.
Halloween costume, nice and warm.
Did you have those items prior to the costume and you just got the mask, or did it come together?
I had the gloves. I just didn't have the bodysuit. Oh, and the mask. But the belt I have a matching top. I'm ready to whip some ass in the bedroom.
Ooh, I would say this is a really good choice for a costume for you. I know everyone was going to love looking at you in a leather outfit, purring this whole time. Yes. But I actually want to know, what is your top Halloween costumes throughout all the years that you've had? Like, let me hear them.
I've always kind of gravitated towards not too scary. It was like during my slutty phase. I mean, I don't know. So it was always kind of like the slutty nurse. So for me, I don't know. I always thought it was hot because I was a nurse, like in real life. And then Dr. Will Fuckett, Professor X used to dress up in scrubs. And then on his, little name tag, Dr. Will Fuckett, get it? So those were that was a cool costume. And then another costume would probably be Professor X was Hulk Hogan. And then I was Miss Elizabeth. So that was kind of like back in the WWE days. And then I was Morticia last year. So I think I pulled that shit off pretty good. So, and that was a lot of fun. So I would say those are my top three. They were fun, a couple scary. No, actually only one scary. But this, from here on out, I'm doing scary. I'm not doing this cutesy stuff. I'm going to do sexy scary. What about you?
Look, that's pretty cool. I like Dr. Fuckett. That's a funny, multiple, couples deal. I love things that have conjoining, hilarious couples costumes. I think they're perfect. I don't like being a doctor and a doctor and a nurse. It's just basic. One of my favorite ones that I've seen was my friend and his wife. He dressed up in a biker suit with 7 lanyards without the gold medal, and his wife dressed up as a nurse and carried around a syringe. And they were Lance Armstrong, and it was just a great, it was great, perfect deal. It was a perfect timing for it. I thought that was amazing. But for me, my top costumes, when I worked in the bar scene, I dressed up as Dan Blazarian. When you dress up as Dan Blazarian and you have a fucking immaculate beard like I have, everyone loves it. And you can walk up to any chick and call them a slut, and they love it and they want to take a photo with you. So I remember I was able to gather all the women that were at this, at Power and Light that you saw. I was able to gather them all into our bar and party at our bar. So our bar had all the sexiest women because of my character, and I played it to a T. It was perfect. I got to drop some photos for you guys to see. Another one, top hilarious costume is I dressed up as an inflatable cock. We definitely can't show it on here, but it was my friend's birthday. He released a album, and it was a big hit in Kansas City, and they had it was like a Halloween album drop. They had a concert here, and they were talking about it would be funny if someone dressed up as a giant penis. And I was like, oh, I got you. So I dressed up there. Everyone's all dressed up, and it was an amazing concert. And I ended up climbing on top of a speaker, like a giant, like 7-foot speaker. And I'm in a giant penis, and I dive into the crowd, and they have a photo of me airborne, horizontal, just this
Oh
giant
my,
erected inflatable penis, and I landed into the crowd, and you see everyone's hands up in the air, right? Like they're reaching for it. It was
were they
probably like the
reaching to
top
catch
moment.
you though, or were they reaching like because it was this enormous, erect, beautiful, whatever piece of human anatomy coming at them, or were they just like, like, oh my god? Was it out of fear or was it out of excitement? Half and
It was
half. I mean, what do you think?
it's a stage dive, considered a stage dive. So I think they were catching me to make sure I didn't hurt myself, which I'm grateful for, because
Okay.
if they didn't catch me because it was an inflatable, erected inflatable penis, like that would suck. It would hurt. I was a long ways down there. I'm on top of a stage, on top of a seven
Yeah.
foot deal. So I probably was at least 15 feet from the ground. And like the people caught me, and I was like 7 or 8 feet above them. So it was intense.
Wow.
But yeah, I definitely that. But I usually pick costumes that I don't have to dress up as. Because let's be honest, guys don't get as much credit as the females do. So when you dress up to the nine
Sure.
and all this stuff, the girls will always outshine. They can throw on a nurse outfit, a sexy nurse outfit, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what the guy does. So I just try to dress up as characters that I can play in real life. Like I just throw on a t-shirt like the Bronny Man. I throw on
There you go.
an outfit like Dan Blazarian. I can put a blue shirt on and be Billy Mays. Like simple stuff. It doesn't cost me
There
anything,
you
and it
go.
can still be a part of my wardrobe. So there's
Because
my
at the end of the day, the guys are kind of like the props, just like in, adult. The guys are just like the accessory, right?
yeah. I'm
Right?
a
Well,
fucking
kind of.
amazing accessory. What are you talking about?
You are. I mean, you are an erect, confident penis flying through the crowd, hoping to. I mean, you're confident you're getting caught. So somebody's catching you. You're not going to go to the ground like the mosh pit, like, like it's crazy. Or anyway. Okay. Woo.
I'm with it.
So those are
I
some fun
like it. I like
costumes.
it.
So,
It's a great
all right.
time. Let's break it down. Let's battle this out. Everybody loved our food, our candy comments. They told me that you were an old ass lady for liking almond joy. A lot of old people came out to support your cause, which is perfect. So now let's go with our movies.
You're such a dick, Bronny. Go clean a mess.
Good comeback. If I wanted my comeback, I'd ask you to wipe it off your lips. Bing. Got him.
You know
Got
what?
him. All right,
When
let's
I
do
see
movies.
you, I swear to God, you're fucking so dead. Like you have no idea.
Let's do
Okay?
movies.
You have
Movies are
no
perfect.
idea.
That was perfect. You're just movies. All right, I want to know your movies. It doesn't matter about age, because I feel like the older Halloween movies are always better than the newer scary movies. So give me top
Yeah.
5. We're drafting it. You get the entire
No,
series.
3.
You get that. You want 3?
I
That's
want
tough.
3.
All right, let's do top 3.
You go first.
Okay, number
You
1 scary movie that is a must during Halloween that I rock with all day. Nightmare on Elm Street, taking them all.
Okay, fair. Yep, I'll agree with that being number 1 because Freddy Krueger used to keep me up at night. I remember he was like the worst. And I remember my dad telling me, "Are you more afraid of like Freddy Krueger or this belt?" I'm like, "Oh shit, like Freddy Krueger, but I really at this moment don't want to get whipped with that. So I'm going to go to bed." So, yes, claws. I love that. Agree. We're in agreement
It's
on that
perfect.
one.
My neighbor looked like an unburnt Freddy. So I was traumatized throughout my entire life until I realized he was a really nice guy. But you can ask my brother. It was intense, and that's why we loved the movie, because we thought it was our neighbor.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. So number 2, I'll give my number 2, then you give your number 2.
But you got to
Okay.
give me
So
your number 1.
number 1's Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on
You
Elm
can't
Street.
take
Hands
you.
down.
This isn't how this game works. I
We,
drafted it. I picked it. You have to pick
it
something
doesn't
different.
matter.
Everything you're doing is
Number,
amazing. I just want you to do better.
okay. Sounds good. I'll take that into consideration. Okay. Number 2, Michael Myers. Creep, scary. I don't know why. Like just the mask, the hair, I still do not like watching the Michael Myers movies.
You're doing
Alone.
Friday the 13th or Halloween?
No, I'm doing Halloween.
You're doing Halloween.
Yeah. Michael
I'm
Myers is Halloween. Yeah.
I'm with that. Well, I didn't know if you were doing Friday the 13th because like I'll take Friday the 13th as my second pick. I mean, look, I love
Okay,
Halloween.
fair.
This is the only issue that I have with Halloween. The movies started getting way worse towards the end when they tried to do all these remakes. They let it die. Like at Freddy Krueger, they left it alone, and that's why it lives on to be
Yep.
so amazing. But they've done all these
Epic.
like they've ruined it. They've ruined it.
I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even think of another, like a number one, honestly, like because those two, like Jason, like the ski mask thing, like never really, I mean, it was scary, but they just made so many of them. I was just like, okay, I'm over it. I don't even know another one that would be scary, like another scary movie. I don't know. I can't think
Well,
right
I mean,
now.
for me, my third pick is it lives on and it'll never die. It's probably the best
Okay.
Halloween movie you could possibly ever watch.
Scream?
No.
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 I don't know.
This one you can't hate. It's Nightmare Before Christmas all day, all the time. Like that's in my top 3. I don't
Jack
care
and
about
Sally?
scary. I fucking
You're
love that.
kidding me.
Is the best.
Okay, you love it, but it's not scary. But I do like Jack and Sally. We have Jack and Sally
Well, I
decorations.
said Halloween movies. I didn't say it had to be scary. You
Yeah,
took
you're
that,
right. Okay,
you wrapped
fair
it up in
enough.
a ball, and you just made it your own. I said Halloween movies.
You're right. Yeah,
And
yeah. The little dog is
I
so
love that.
cute.
It just lives on. Like when that movie came out, it wasn't popular. It wasn't until like years after it blew up. And I love Tim Burton. I love that. I love Oogie Boogie. I love Jack. I love Sally. I love that entire series. I can watch it over and over and over and over and over again all day.
Okay.
And there's my pick, but it's tough, I think scary movies have ruined in like today's day and age. Scary movies are more about the gruesome killing and the blood and the guts to disguise the lack of the plot or the actual movie. Like it's just grotesque. It doesn't have any like psychological fear. Like
Substance.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Freddy, like we were afraid to go to sleep when we watched Freddy. Jason, we're afraid to go out in the middle of the woods by ourselves, Now you're looking at Saw and it's like, bro, that doesn't scare me.
Yes,
That's
I was just thinking about that.
crucial. Like you're watching someone just get tortured. Like that's not cool to me. It's not scary to me.
You know why? Because it's like adult. It's like, people get desensitized and then it's a circus act. It's 1 fist, 2 fists, 3 fists. It's like, okay, like it's like a circus show. Like, come on. It's not enjoyable. Like people aren't enjoying
Did you just
that.
relate?
It's
Did you just
true.
relate the look of fear
I did.
to getting fisted?
I did.
That's
Because I didn't want to say, the flying penis. One penis, 2 penis, 3 penis, 4. Yeah, no. I'm just being honest. Like it gets crazy. All I'm saying is I feel like it's just like we need more. We need more. Like just I agree. Like can't we just keep it like Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, like that? I don't know. I'm the blood and guts. I'm over it. I'm over it.
I have no words. I'm literally in my head.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
exactly.
decipher the way the connection worked, how you're taking your fist and intruding someone versus watching Saw. Like
Let me tell you, the analogy is simple. We're getting desensitized to basic, people coming into you, coming to you into your dreams and, fire and claws. It's like they need more. Like take it to the next level. It's just it's sick. It says a lot about society.
I get that. I get that. Yeah, and it's true. So I would have to say, yeah, those would be my movies. Wait, either way, let's change this because it's getting a little kind of weird. All right, I'm
getting hot in here. Oh, not weird. It's getting real. Okay, so
I'm talking about movies.
Real.
You're talking about
all right,
live things. It's all right. What are you doing for Halloween?
Okay, well, I'm getting rid of those Baby Ruths because, yeah, I'm gonna Baby Ruth.
What do you mean, Baby Ruth? What did Baby Ruth have to do with anything?
Did you see the picture I sent in the group text earlier? It was a big, like the the box of Baby Ruths. They're sitting in my candy jar. And the kids come over. I can't get rid of those things. Nobody wants that. And nobody does. So I'm giving it away for Halloween. Boom. So the kids that aren't from our neighborhood, you're getting Baby Ruths. So hop out of your van and get into another sub. You ain't getting it here.
Where did Baby Ruths come from?
I know the kids here.
What are you talking about? Where did the Baby Ruths come from? What do you mean?
Somebody sent me a box of Baby Ruths. A big box. Huge. Giant size. And I was like, I bet you this is Julian, like, just messing with me. But then I'm like, his ass is too cheap. He ain't sending me shit. Like,
you're absolutely, first and foremost, I get it now. Someone sent you Baby Ruths. Second off, you're right. I will not, if I'm going to play a joke on you, I would send you Almond Joys with an old wig and like a outfit just to throw it on there. But I'm not going to send you Babe Ruth. That wasn't even our draft pick. Like,
I know. I was just like, this is weird. So I think somebody sent it by mistake. So anyway, so for Halloween, we have 3 different things that we're doing. So we have a party to go to on Saturday night, and I'm going to dress up. I don't know. I could dress up like this, but I'm going to be extremely hot. I'm going to be Cruella de Vil, which I love Cruella de Vil. I love the movie 101 Dalmatians. So I have the cute wig, something not too, but it's just really cute. So the little red gloves and the cigarette. So I'm going to be Cruella. And then when we take our daughter out, I'm going to be just like Punky Brewster, just because I don't want to be looking all, Cruella-ish. So just like Punky Brewster. So that's old, a long time ago. And then I think, that's it. That's all I have.
I would say this week I am doing, there's a fashion show here in Kansas City where there's like 80 models and they're all walking out in different creative outfits. It's a raising up for autism. So we're going to take part in that. Nice. I'm bringing a friend, one of my girlfriends from Vegas. She's coming into town. I won't walk in it because I'm going to be absolutely dead and exhausted from training. So I brought a friend to walk into it and give just as much excitement to the crowd and get more attention and draw us to help the awareness with autism. So we're doing that. Right. And then Friday, I have a wedding. And then Saturday I'm going out with the same crew. We're going to go to the Power and Light area, which they have like a costume party deal. It's buying tickets. It's secluded type of situation. You can only get in if you purchase a ticket. If you don't, you're not allowed in, which is cool. I love that. Nice. And then I'm going to take my nephews trick-or-treating. And I'm very packed with Halloween. Halloween's a fun time, but I think the most excitement I have is being able to take my nephews out to go trick-or-treating. Because you know how much joy it brings to the little ones whenever they get, candy, and some random stranger with a scary mask gives them all the chocolates.
Yes, the good stuff. Yes. Well, it sounds like you'll be busy. And I'm having a wicked little, I forgot to say, a little masquerade party too, which is going to be very, very.
Masquerade party?
It's going to get crazy. It's going to be fun.
Are we talking about?
It's going to just be like. It's not Halloween, but it's kind of Halloween-like. So,
what was the old 90s movie with Tom Cruise in it where he's in the masquerade and they go there and, oh man, is it Eyes Wide Shut? Is it the same thing like that? It's all going to be like sexual and private. Is that the type of masquerade? Have you ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
I have not. Not. However, this party is just going to be very small, intimate, but fun. Maybe 25 people. So
how intimate? What is intimate?
We're just doing a party just because, like a close knit group of people, like friends that we know. So it'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
What?
All right. Because we've talked too much. And
No.
We're done. We'll talk about it the next episode. Done.
You can't talk about it in the next episode. Give me a highlight. Let us know what it is. You can't leave on a cliffhanger like this. What are you doing? What are you doing at an intimate party? What the fuck does that mean? Blurp that out,
It means I have to go. We'll talk about it after the party. So hope everyone has a great Halloween. Thanks for tuning in. And we are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we'll be back next week. Take care.